Hello, this is Windsor Jones speaking here on Radio 6. Thanks for tuning in. Today we've got a rather heavy subject. Today with me is Godfrey Smith. He once sat on the Lord's Committee that rejected legalising euthanasia, and since he watched his wife die a grotesquely horrible death, he thinks now the law should be changed. You've all heard of him. Thanks for coming to the show, Mr. Smith. And Mr. Smith.
Oh, sorry, I was rather preoccupied.
But it's about your wife.
I know, I just couldn't help dozing off just for a moment there. Terribly sorry to everyone listening to yourself.
Perhaps it's the dose of morphine you used to give your wife.
Well, that's hardly going to make me doze, if anything. It would make me more alert and aware, just as it did her.
Well, that was 10 years ago, wasn't it? Since you were in the committee, and obviously you were against euthanasia. And at that time, you concluded that law should never be changed. But what gives you the right, because of your social status, to have an influence on that law? Who do you think you are?
Well, to be honest with you, I've been asking myself the same question for many years. Who am I? And the conclusion I draw to, it's always the same. I'm somebody who actually experienced it with my wife, and it's stuck in my mind, and to be honest with you, I've got every right to have these feelings, and basically condemn the everything associated with euthanasia.
Well, Mr. Smith, I will be honest with you. I'm quite a religious man, and I'm one of those who oppose. I oppose it on absolute grounds. It is contrary to God's commands. And I will never regard, nor will any, lawful abiding Christian, will never regard suicide, assisted suicide, as being acceptable, whatever the law permits. It's unholy, and I think you are right to be turned down by the courts of Britain, the European Court of Human Rights, and may I say, God himself.
Well, why don't we ask God? I don't think you can you? Nobody really could get a reply off him, no matter how much you told me. But to be honest with you, I think you're talking absolute drivel.
Just don't bring in. I know you're an agnostic. I know you're an atheist, whatever you think you are. But you're ignorant of the Lord. Your wife,
Yes.
should have suffered more than that.
Well, it was a question which I often ask myself as well. Did she actually suffer? I think it was a most pleasant experience when she died in her sleep, rather peacefully. But nevertheless, she is in pain now. She's probably gone to hell, and that's where she's most fittingly going to stay. To be truthful, to be brutally truthful with you, I was glad to see the back of the filthy, dirty little cunt. Do you find that amusing, you sick little man?
I'm sorry to interrupt you there, Godfrey, but I just found out, producers just told me right now, Saddam Hussein has been found. America's caught him.
Good grief. I didn't even know he was alive. I really thought that he was dead, to be honest with you. But I'm overjoyed to hear that, because, of course, I've always liked him. Not just as a leader of the Iraqi party, but in a homosexual way. A very severely homosexual, perverted way.
Oh, that's god awful. I mean, can't really assume it's the
Who are you to sit there and judge me? I shall like whatever I want.
Yes, but again, it's unholy, and against the Lord.
Look, we're living in the year 2000 here. Can't another man like somebody else? Another man, perhaps?
I'm sorry, but in God's boat, they just can't sail. And if they do, it's up the stream, not down the stream.
Well, if it's any consolation at all, I'm only attracted to powerful men. But, of course, my followers will be listening to this, and you'll probably be assassinated. Again, in a very homosexual way.
You don't scare me. I was in the theatre, darling. I know exactly what to expect. You don't scare me.
The mere fact that you mention the theatre deludes me to thinking that you're acting like you're not scared. Have you ever experienced a air rifle inserted into your anus, fired twice, embedding 2 pellets into your upper crevice? Have you ever had your testicles roasted like chestnuts under a match? Have you? I don't think you have, because you wouldn't be alive. And if you did, you'd probably walk funny for the rest of your life, or even be in a wheelchair.
I can't say I have, Godfrey. I'm starting to have second thoughts about everything, really. There's a thought that's crossed my mind quite a bit, but my God.
Oh, they won't go easy on you, I'll tell you now. They're all gay as well, so you're fucked.
I'm not a powerful man, like you said. Surely you won't be attracted to me, Godfrey.
Well, not particularly. Like I say, it's just all powerful men. And Margaret Thatcher, but then again, she was a bit of a man. Many times I've masturbated over powerful people. Yes, it's a rather enjoyable pastime for me. And like I say, one which shouldn't be judged. It's perfectly normal.
But the Bible says, no. Simply no. No.
Well, that's the Bible for you. And to be honest with you, in my opinion, it really doesn't matter, because I don't care what it says. I will pay for my sins when I leave this earth. If I am meant to go to hell for all this, then so be it. I shall pay the consequences.
So back to Saddam Hussein.
Hmm.
He's been found. There's liberation now in Iraq. And all you can say is the most unholy things. I think you are grotesque. I think you should be shot.
I think it's very fitting to the subject matter. To be honest with you, all this Saddam Hussein's more offensive than what I'm saying. It really is.
What so? At least he was religious. At least he had those moral, if not slightly dubious, morals. At least he stuck to something. At least he stuck to religion. That's more than I can say for you. You horrible man.
Codswallop. Utter bile. You're talking bile. You don't know what you're talking about. You really don't.
Is that a tear in your eye, Godfrey?
No, it's not a tear. I yawned. So fuck off.
Fuck you, Godfrey.
How dare you tell me to fuck you, bastard? How dare you? You've offended me now. I shall walk off the set in a minute if you carry on.
Please don't.
Are you asking me to stay?
Undo your fly.